Good morning, Mr. Makosonke Zungu.
Sawubona Mnumzane Makhosonke Zungu. Yebo. Yes, sir.
Now, the purpose of me standing up again and asking you questions, we are not going to be long. We are going to clarify certain issues that I'm unclear about from what my learned colleague, Mr. Sibanda, asked you. So when-
Isizathu ke sokuthi ngephinde ngisukumeke ngikubuze imibuzo angeke sithathe isikhathi ukuthi nje ngifuna nje ukuthi ke ngicacelweke la khona izinto ezithize uMnumzane uSibanda akubuze ngazo.
Now, towards the end of your interaction with my learned colleague, Mr. Advocate Sibanda, he put a proposition to you that you cannot dispute that on the 26th of October 2014, Mr. Mafika Ntanzi had an O-shaped type of beard. You remember that?
Ekugcineni ke masezoqeda ke ukuhloma imibuzo Advocate Sibanda kunaloko akushilo kwena ke ukuthi awungeke ukuphikise ukuthi ngazo i26 za October 2014 uMnumzana uNtanzi wanalo ntshebeka ababizwa ngokuthi ke iO shape ukushilo. Yes, he said so.
Yes. And you agreed with that proposition that you cannot dispute it. Is that correct?
Wavumelana ke naloko wena ukuthi awungeke ukuphikise.
Hayi, mina ngishilo ngathi angazi.
I said that sorry.
Nge-26 October 2014 angazi ngibe noNtanzi mina, so angazi ukuthi kwenzakala futhi uNtanzi ngo-2014 ngangingamazi.
I said that I don't know because on the 26th of October 2014, I was not with Ntanzi, and in 2014, I didn't know Ntanzi.
So my question, and you've already partly touched on it, is that do you have personal knowledge whether or not Mafika Ntanzi had an O-shaped type beard on the 26th of October 2014?
Shilo ke lokhu kancane nje kodwa ke umbuzo wami ulona ingabe unolwazi onalo yini wena ukuthi nge-26 October 2014 uNtanzi wayinale ntshebe ebizwa ngo-O shape?
Anginalwazi.
I have no personal knowledge.
And when that proposition was put to you, in essence, what you were saying is the following, and tell me if I'm wrong. You couldn't tell either way whether or not he had O-shaped beard. Is that a proper understanding?
Uzosho ke uma ngingakuzwa kahle uthiwe okushoyo wena ukuthi angeke wazi ke noma ebenawo noma ebengenawo.
Wayena uNtanzi ngangingamazi ngo-2014.
Even Ntanzi himself was unknown to me in 2014.
Okay. Thank you so much. Now, another proposition was put to you that which you were warning Gwabele about when you said that he must not get involved in this case because it will cause strife or discord amongst families. It was put to you that, in fact, that which you warned him about came to fruition. You remember that?
Kunale nkulumo ke ukuthi lokho owexwayisa uGwabeni ngako ukuthi wena ke wathi uma ukhuluma naye ukuthi ke akangayifaki ke yena kuloko ngoba lokho kwakuzokwenza noma kwakuzokwenza ukuthi kube nenkinga emndenini.
Sorry, asilungisa lapha Mr.
Yes.
Mr. Samash Ramasipini. Not uGwabeni, Constable Zungu.
Oh, sorry, it's my mistake. Thanks for the correction. Thank you so much.
Let's correct that it was not Gwabeni but Constable Zungu.
So you remember that?
Uyakhumbula lokho? Yes, I do.
And it was further put to you that indeed Constable Zungu's life was threatened, and it was put to you that by the relatives of accused number 1 and 5.
Watshelwa ke utshela uyena ke umshushisi ukuthi empeleni ke kwenzeka lokho ukuthi ke impilo yakhe uConstable Zungu yaba sengozini ke lokho kwenziwa ke abahlobene naye umsolo woqala kanye nowesihlanu.
Ukushilo Mr. Sibanda lokho.
Mr. Sibanda mentioned that.
Do you have any personal knowledge of such a threat to Constable Zungu's life?
Wena ke unalo ulwazi olunjalo ukuthi impela impilo yakhe uConstable Zungu yaba sengozini?
Mina njengoMakhosonke angikwazi lokho.
I as Makhosonke do not know that.
And when you met Constable Zungu in 2019 at Beggarsford at Engine Garage, did he tell you when he mentioned the names that are being investigated or thrown into the head of investigation, did he tell you that his life was threatened by the relatives of accused number 1 and 5?
Kathi uhlangana naye ke uConstable Zungu eEngine eBakersford. Esekutshela ke ngalamagama lana ke amagama atholakala ukuthi ke labo bantu labo baphenywe. Ngabe wakutshela yini ngaleso sikhathi leso ukuthi impilo yakhe yayisengozini?
Cha, akazange kusho.
No, he never said it.
Objection, my lord. Just want to clarify, when Constable Zungu met the witness before court, his life was not threatened at that time. Yes, it came after. Is the court.
Uthi umshushisi ke ufuna nje ukulungisa lapho ukuthi ngalesi sikhathi ke ahlangana nawe eBakersford uConstable Zungu impilo yakhe ke yayingekasatshiswa ke ngaleso sikhathi leso kwenzeka kamuva.
I'll respond to that. The testimony in this court is the following. And what you were asked yesterday, and I also stood and objected at some stage, that you are being asked vague questions. And the vagueness arises from this. You were asked that, when did you meet Constable Zungu? And you said, I started in Marula, May 2019. Am I correct?
Wabuza ke noma ubuziwe ukuthi wahlangana nini naye uConstable Zungu wathi ke waqala eMarula 2019.
Yes.
And the further proposition was that you met Constable Zungu either in the third quarter or the fourth quarter of 2019.
Wabusubuzwa ke ukuthi ke uConstable Zungu uhlangane naye ngekota yesithathu noma yesine ukuthi ka2019.
Ngicela ukuthi phinde sithi welunga
Can you rectify that Mr. Kamsipile?
umbuzo wawuthi ngimaze nini ngimaze kuyiphi kwata then ngathi mina ngiqala ukusebenza eMarula kusho ukuthi kubhithini kwikwata yesithathu neyesibili neyesine.
The question was, when did I start to know him? I then mentioned that I started working in Marula during the third or the fourth quarter.
And I'm not going to get technical.
Okay.
Evidence in this court is that Absalom Zungu made a statement on the 19th of November 2020.
Ufakazi phambi kwalenkantolo ukuthi ubaba uAbsalom Zungu wa istatement sakhe wasenza nge-19 November 2020.
Sorry, the 17th of November.
17th November 2020.
And shortly thereafter, Constable Zungu's life was threatened when he was going to the shops to buy a cigarette or something.
Emva nje kwalokho ke impilo yakhe uConstable Zungu yaba sengozini ke ehamba eyothenga ugwayi esitolo.
So that will be in the third or final quarter of the year. Hence I raised third and fourth quarter about the threatening of his life.
Lokho ke kwakuyona ke ikota leya yesithathu noma eyesine ke ingakho ke ngiveza lolu daba lolu lokusatshiswa kwakhe noma koba sengozini kwempilo yakhe kusona leso sikhathi leso.
And hence I asked, when you met him third quarter or fourth quarter, did he tell you that he was threatened, his life was threatened by the relatives of accused 1 and 5?
Ingakho ngikubuza ke ukuthi ngalesi sikhathi uhlangana naye kuyiyona ikota yesithathu noma yesine ukuthi wakutshela yini ukuthi impilo yakhe yayisengozini lokho kwenziwa abahlobene naye umsolo wokuqala kanye nowesihlanu.
Okay. Now, let me just finish it up for the sake of completeness. Did Constable Zungu tell you that he laid a charge against the people that threatened his life?
Ingabe wakutshela yini uConstable Zungu ukuthi wahamba wayobabophisa abantu labo abafaka impilo yakhe engozini?
Anginalwazi.
I have no knowledge.
Thank you. And I can give you the answer just for completeness sake. Constable Zungu did not lay formal charges, even though he says he knows the people that threatened his life. He has never laid formal criminal charges against those people. All we have is he says so in this court that his life was threatened.
Ngingakunikeza ke impendulo ukuthi ke akakwenzanga noma akaze akwenzeke lokho uConstable Zungu ukuthi ahamba ayobabophisa abantu labo esinako thina kuphela la enkantolo yiloko kushiwo uyena.
Now, you were shown a series of photographs here on the monitor. And those photographs depicted Mafika Ntanzi. He stated previously that it is him that is on those pictures, although you said Some of them were blurry, you couldn't see because of camera angles and whatever. He admitted that that is him.
Uneyithombe ke oyitshengisiwe lana iy'thombe zakhe ke uma fika ngale. Ushilo ke wena kwezinye ukuthi cha ayibonakali kahle kodwa yena ke wavuma ukuthi uyena lo okuleza iy'thombe lesiyana.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
I'm not going through the same exercise with you again, but the point is that you were shown photograph 15, and the reason why I mentioned photograph 15 is the following.
Kunesithombe ke lana osikhonjisiwe esiwu number 15 izathu ke sokuthi ke ngikhulume ngaso yilesi esilandelayo.
On that photograph is the only photograph where you yourself from your own testimony says, I can see a round shaped beard around his mouth. His, meaning Mafikantanzi.
Lesa sithombe ke isona ke isithombe la khona wena ushoyo ke ngobufakazi bakho ukuthi ke lapho ke ngiyayibona ke lentshebe le around la emlonyeni wakhe.
Now, in 2016, it can be beamed. I can ask Mr. Sibanda so that we are in context. Mr. Sibanda, if you can kindly oblige us. I apologize, my lord, for the slight delay. I think it's a photo on page 15, Mr. Sibanda, please. Is that the one? No, no. It was a photo where he's wearing a yellow. Yeah. He's wearing a yellow something on top. I wrote it 15, I don't know, maybe I made a mistake. Yeah, that's photos. Okay, what? Is that the one? I don't think it's this one. It's those 15 that you give us later, where it's got the CDI at the end and in a car. It's not this exhibit. Yeah, this one, from this exhibit. It's this one. Yeah. Page 1. Because I'd marked on my notes, I've reflected that it's photo 15, but I see here it's only on 2. If you can jog my memory, Mr. Makosonke Zungu, is this the photo where you said I can see a round-shaped beard around the mouth of the person depicted there?
Uma ungamkhumbuza njena isona lesi sithombe ukuthi ekusona ke uyabona ke ukuthi umuntu lo olapha esithombeni uyayibona ke lentshebe lena ke ejikele.
Yeah, yiso lesi.
Yes, it is.
Now,
Photo.
I'm going to ask you this. If you are privy to it, you can tell me. Do you know when this photograph was taken?
Ngizokubuza lokho uma kuwukuthi uyazi uzosho ke. Ungabe uyazi yini ukuthi sathwetshwa nini lesombe lesi?
Cha, angisazi.
No, I don't know.
When you met Mafika Ntanzi, when he came with Mandlenkosi Zondo in 2016 at Marikana to look for work, did he have a beard around his mouth as depicted like in this picture?
Ngo-2016 uma eza laphayana ke ezofuna umsebenzi ehamba naye ke uMandlenkosi Zondo, ingabe wayenentshebe ekanje?
Cha.
No.
Okay, thank you so much. I'm done with that. Thank you, Mr. Sibanda. I'm indebted to you, sir. Now, when you were interacting with Mr. Sibanda, and I listened to when Mr. Jonas was interpreting to you when we're talking about the making of a statement and the administering of an oath. And then, if I recall, you were whispering to Mr. Jonas, you said you don't know what an oath is. Recall that?
Ngathi ke ukhuluma naye ke noma ekhuluma imibuzo uadvocate Sibanda ngikuzwile ke uma ngabe uhunyushela noma utolikelwa ke ngakuzwa ke uma usho endlebeni yakhe uJonas uthi ke awazi ukufuka ukuthi kuyini.
Yebo.
Yes.
And I'm raising this point in the context, not of the statement's contents themselves, but I'm raising it in this context, where you said you were presented with a document to sign by Brigadier Gininda. Remember that?
Lokho ngikubuzela la ukuthi khona ke wanikezwa ke iphepha noma amaphepha lana ke uyena uBrigadier Gininda ukuthi uwasign.
Yebo.
Yes.
Before you signed those documents, did Brigadier Gininda say the following to you?
Ngaphambi kokuthi ke lawo maphepha lawo uwasayindeke ingaba wakusho yini lokho kulandelayo kuwena uBrigadier Gininda?
Do you understand the contents of this document you are about to sign?
Ingabe uyaqonda na noma uyakuzwisisa na lokho okubhaliwe la?
Cha.
No.
Did you further say to you, you have no objection to taking the prescribed oath that he was about to administer to you?
Ingabe wakubuza yini ke ukuthi awunako yini okukuvimbayo noma awunayo yini inkinga yokuthi ke ukufungele lokhu azokusayindisa kona.
Cha, azange ngikusho.
And
No,
did
he never
you-
said it.
Did you then confirm that indeed you don't have a prescribed oath and then you proceeded to sign the documents?
Waqhubeka ke noma ngabe wasuqhubeka ke wena ke ukuthi ngempela ke uyakwazi ukuthi kuyini ukufunga wabe usiyasayina.
Angichaza lonke lokho nje mina kwabuza ukuthi ngabe ngiyakhona kuphikisayo noma khona enguvumayo engikuzayo ku-edayo kulokho ebekukhulunywa izolo ngathi akukho kwathiwa hayi usungasayina ngavuma ngasayina.
No, that was not said. The only thing that I was asked is to whether was there anything that I'm disputing, anything that I was adding to that which was discussed, that was said the previous day. I then said no. I was then asked to sign.
Did Brigadier Gininda warn you that the document you are about to sign is a sworn document?
Ingaba wakwexwayisa yini uBrigadier Gininda ukuthi iphepha noma amaphepha la usuzowasayina ke manje amaphepha ke afungelwe noma konke kwenziwa phansi kwesifuko kufunga?
Cha.
No.
Did Brigadier Gininda warn you about the legal consequences of false statements in that document?
Ingaba wakwexwayisa yini ngemiphumela ngokwasemthethweni noma ngokwezomthetho ngokuthi ke noma ngokuqamba amanga kuleya document noma lawo ama document lawa?
Cha.
No.
Thank you, Mr. Makosonke. Thank you, let me see. Yes, it's right. Yeah, I'm done with what I wanted to do with you respecting about my preparation. Now, I just want to see several notes on your interaction with Mr. Sibanda further. Now, regarding the alcohol that you bought at Overland, you remember you explained yesterday to Advocate Sibanda that you bought a bottle of Jameson whiskey and some malt beer, 6 each. Remember that?
Yes.
Yebo, ngiyakhumbula ke ngikhuluma ngabo ke utshwala lobo bathengwa eOverland.
And previously, we've asked you whether you swiped and you confirmed that you swiped that transaction at Overland. Remember that?
Sikubuzile ke ukuthi wasebenzisa ikhadi yini lapho wavuma ke na ukuthi waswipe.
Yebo kunjalo.
Yes, that's correct.
Do you have currently, as I speak to you, a transaction for 2017 that reflects the purchase of that alcohol at Overland?
Njengamanje nje ungaba unako yini noma ke i-transaction noma ke okukhombisayo ukuthenga kwakho lapha eOverland ngo-2017?
Kunjalo. Khona.
That's correct.
Is it in your banking? By the way, which bank were you using when you swiped this alcohol at Overland?
Wawusebenzisa yiphi ibhanki ngalesi sikhathi ke uswipe khona eOverland?
Capitec Bank.
Capitec Bank.
So this transaction is reflected on your bank statement for that month in 2017 in Overland.
Kuyakhombisa ke ngalesi sikhathi noma ngaleya nyanga leyana eOverland kwi-statement sebhanki.
Kunjalo.
That's correct.
Can that statement be availed for the benefit of the defense and the state?
Singatholakala ke leso statement leso?
Yebo singatholakala.
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you. Now, I've covered this one. You were asked yesterday, and I saw that there was, perhaps from my perspective, talking at cross purposes. You were asked yesterday as a proposition that the reason why the police approached you was because Kwabeni had mentioned your name to the police. Remember that?
Izolo ubuziwe ke ukuthi ke izathu ke sokuthi amaphoyisa eze kuwena ingoba uGwabeni washo igama lakho emaphoyiseni. Yakhumbula lokho ubuzwa ngalokho?
Ngitshenwe kanjalo.
That's how I was told.
But if I understood you, and you must correct me, you said the reason why police officers came to you happened in this way.
Kodwa ke mina ke indlela engikuzwe ngayo yilena uzongilungisa ke uma kuwukuthi ngenza iphutha.
You said that on a Friday, you were phoned by a police officer who introduced himself as Masemola, informing that that you've got a rape-related matter from Carltonville emanating from 2008. Remember that?
Ushilo ke kubufakazi bakho ukuthi ke wena ke kwakungolesihlanu wafonelwa yiphoyisa elathi kuwena-ke liwumasemula bekufonela mayelana necala-ke lango-2008 lase-Carltonville le-rape.
Yebo kunjalo.
That's correct, yes.
And then subsequent to that, a telephone call was made to a place of employment where your superiors were informed that you've got a murder case against you. Remember that?
Kwase kuthi emva kwalokho-ke kwafonelwa emsebenzini wakho. La khona-ke abaphethe batshelwa ukuthi wena-ke ubhekene necala lokubulala.
Yebo kunjalo.
Yes, that's correct.
Then you took it upon yourself and made a call to the number that called you on Friday regarding the rape case to inquire what's happening, because now I hear your rape story, I hear murder this side, what's happening then, and an arrangement was made to meet up with the police then.
Kwaba uwena-ke manje-ke othi-ke ukuthathele kuwena ukuthi-ke ufonele leya number eyayikufonele uthi-ke kuyena-ke umuntu loyo ukuthi ubungifonele wangitshela ngecala le-rape manje nangapha futhi-ke sekufonelwe emsebenzini kukhulunywa ngecala lokubulala.
Yebo kunjalo.
Kwase la kuvunyelwana khona-ke ukuthi manje senizohlangana-ke khona.
Yebo kunjalo.
Yes, that's correct.
And that, according to you, is that the reason why then police officers made an appointment with you to meet initially it was not Beggarsford, you mentioned someplace, but eventually that's how the arrangement was made to meet up with the police officers.
Ngokusho kwakho wena-ke iyona-ke indlela leyo munywa ngayo-ke noma-ke ekwakhulunywa ngayo ukuthi nizohlangana-ke wena namaphoyisa eqaleni ushilo ukuthi naningazohlangana khona eBeggarsford yayikhona indawo kodwa-ke nase nigcina nithi nohlangana eBeggarsford.
Yebo kunjalo njengoba bengishilo eqaleni ukuthi ngathola i-call ku-Friday mangibuyela back then uma sengiya ngithola check inumber ngathola inumber yamkhani.
Yes, it is indeed that I had received a call on the Friday, and then when I went back to check on the number, I then found out that the number belonged to Mukhane. Yes.
So the number of the person that said is Masemola is Mukhane's number?
Their number, umuntu owathi kuwena uMasemula kwakuyeka Mukhane.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. A different aspect, because I'm just, like I say, we are not repeating the evidence. I'm clarifying issues from the engagement with Advocate Sibanda. You testified that during your conversation with, you'll correct me, Constable Zungu, when he mentioned the names of accused number one, Moses Sibiya, Mr. Mafika Ntanzi, Simpwe Buthelezi, Nkane, and another fifth name, you mentioned 5 names.
Kwabini.
And Kwabini, thank you so much. You thought that the persons that Constable Zungu would know it's Muzi Sibiya and Mafika Ntanzi, correct?
Umage ushilo ukuthi umage uConstable Zungu esho lamagama-ke amahlanu kuwena uMuzi Sibiya, Mafika Ntanzi, uGwabeni, uSimphiwe Buthelezi kanye naye-ke uNkani Ntuli ukuthi-ke wena-ke ngokuyicabangela wawucabanga ukuthi abantu ayengabazi kulabo bantu uConstable Zungu, uMuzi Sibiya noMafika Ntanzi.
Kunjalo.
That's correct.
Now, Mr. Mafika Ntanzi, even during when Constable Zungu was there, he told Constable Zungu in September 2023 that I don't know you. I'm seeing you for the first time here in court. The essence is that Mr. Ntanzi did not know Constable Zungu before 2023.
Ngo-2023 ke nkathi wayela ngoSeptember ka-2023 ela uConstable Zungu yena-ke uMafika Ntanzi wamtshela washo kuyena uZungu ela Constable Zungu ela enkantolo wathi mina ngangakwazi ngaphambi kwakhe u-2023.
And furthermore, Mr. Ntanzi says, yes, indeed, Absalom Zungu is born of Ntanzi, grandmother. But Mr. Ntanzi says, I don't even know that grandmother.
Umnumzana uNtanzi uyashoka ukuthi yebo yena ubaba uAbsalom Zungu uzalwa khona-ke noma-ke umama wakwaNtanzi kodwa uNtanzi aqhubeke athi ngisho-ke umama loyo-ke omkhulu umama loyo-ke angimazi yena.
Comment.
Can I comment?
Kungenzeka ngoba nami njengoba ngimdala kunoNtanzi angimazi.
It's possible because even myself, as much as I am older than Ntanzi, I do not know her.
Okay. And furthermore, Absalom Zungu testified from that position that you are standing on. He said, even some of his relatives, meaning Absalom Zungu, do not even know Constable Zungu.
Ushilo ke ubaba uAbsalom Zungu ekuyona le ndawo omi kuyona ke wathi ngisho ezinye nje ihlobo zakwaZungu azimazi uConstable Zungu.
Ungacomment?
Can I comment?
Kuyiqiniselo emsulwa lokho phambi kwenkantolo. Nami ngiqala ukumazi ngo2015 bengingamazi.
That's the truth, and also myself, I started to know him in 2015. I didn't know him.
Now, yesterday, as you were interacting with my learned colleague, Advocate Sibanda, a further proposition was put to you that, or not even a proposition, but the names of Mafika, amongst others, was mentioned in the same breath, using the word inkabi or hitman, and you replied as follows.
Izolo ke uma ubuzwa ke noma ke kukhulunywa ke ngegama ke inkabi lapho khona ke nalo igama kaMafika Ntanzi ke lishiwo lapho impendulo yakho kube yile elandelayo.
You said that will be a disgrace because so far as you know, Mafika Ntanzi has been a person that's gainfully employed. You remember that?
Uthe uma uphendula wathi kungaba ihlazo ke lelo ngoba wena ke uNtanzi umazi nanjengomuntu osebenzayo.
Kunjalo.
That's correct.
And you stand by that answer.
Umile ke kuloko.
Yebo.
That's correct.
Now, you were taken, a proposition was put to you, in fact, you're not taken. At the end of the interaction with Mr. Sibanda, he says to you, you are not telling the truth about the events of 26 October 2014. In fact, he took you through 3 steps. You met Constable Zungu at Carlton Center. You ate with Constable Zungu at Carlton Center. Then you and Constable Zungu attended upon Basotho Hostel at Gwabene's place on the 26th of October 2014. Remember that interaction?
Izolo ke kanye naye uadvocate uSibanda usho lokhu ke okulandelayo kuwena ukuthi ubungakhulumi ke iqiniso noma ungasho iqiniso ngalokho okwenzeka ngazo i26 zika October 2014 washo lokho okulandelayo ke ukuthi ke eqinisweni ngalelo langa lelo wahlangana naye uConstable Zungu eCarlton Center nadla ndawonye noConstable Zungu eCarlton Center ukusuka lapho nase niqhubeka ke niya khona eFosloras eBasotho Hostel.
Usho njalo yena.
Yes.
That's how he said it, yes.
And you were adamant to say the events that Constable Zungu may be referring to did not happen in 2014, but actually happened in 2017.
Wase uphendula ke wena uthi ke lokho akhuluma ngako noma ayekusho ke uConstable Zungu akwenzekanga ngo2014 kodwa ngo2017.
Yebo kwenza ngo2017.
Yes, it happened in 2017.
So in essence, are you saying Constable Zungu is substituting or transponding the events of 2017 back to 2014?
Okushoyo wena ukuthi uConstable Zungu uthatha lokhu okwenzeka ngo2017 ukubuyisela umuva uthi kwenzeka ngo2014.
Ngazi ngathi ukubekela nje kancane Mr. Sibanda.
I don't know whether can I put this to you, Mr. Sibanda.
Mr. Sibanda, into engiphethe kabi i1.
Ramasipili.
Oh, Mr. Ramasipili, into engiphethe kabi sorry Mr. Sibanda. Mr. Ramasipili, into engiphethe kabi i1 uyabona.
What it doesn't sit well with me is this.
Kubantu esasinabendlini abazange bathi bathashwa lo bantu abasinabendlini. Kuzofakwa abantu ababengekho kwasendlini ngalelo langa lelo.
The people that we were with in the house, those people were not mentioned or they had not been touched or not being referred to, but now people who were not in the house are being included.
So when you say people that were in the house with, are you meaning in 2014?
No,
2017.
in 2017.
For 2017.
So ngiyamangala endlini sekuboshwa abantu bakwaZungu kuphela.
Now I am now surprised. In the house, the only people that now are arrested are only the Zungu people.
Okay. Yeah. And yesterday as well, during your interaction with my learned colleague, Advocate Sibanda, in a response to a proposition, and correct me, it's not even yesterday, it's a day before, on the 28th of January 2026. In a response to a proposition that was put to you, your response was, I did not get the full proposition, but I got your answer. Your response was that Mafika knew nothing about hostel-related matters. He was working in Driehoek. Did I
Kukhona-ke
capture-
okushiwo kuwena angikuzwanga lokho okushiwo kodwa-ke engikuzwile yilokhu uthi wena-ke uMafika akukho ayekwazi mayelana-ke nokwenzeka ehostel uMafika wayesebenza eDriehoek.
No, not at Driehoek. Ngithe uMafika wayesebenza eDriefontein,
Oh,
ngimazi
Drie- so-
eDriefontein.
Not
So
in-
ngeke ngimazi into zasehostel, angimazi into zasehostel.
Okay.
Not in Driehoek but Driefontein, so I would not know him with matters relating to the hostel.
All right, okay. Thank you so much, that's clarified. Thank you so much, Makosonke Zungu. Thank you, my lord. Those are the issues that I wanted
Okay.
to touch on.